Hey guys, and welcome to Natural Skincare Fanatic. Okay, so in this video, I am going to demonstrate DIY skincare regimens as well as procedures that you can do at home to fight the signs of aging. So this video particularly, I'm going to be posting on YouTube. Now I do have a face group page called Natural Skincare Fanatic, which is where I post most of my stuff. But I've decided to just go ahead and try out branching out and just see how that goes, okay? So if you do like this video on YouTube, please subscribe. There will be many more other videos to show you that will be coming up as well, okay? So first off, before I start any kind of skincare procedure or anything like that, I just wanna say that I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I'm not an esthetician. Yes, I do have a background in skincare, but still I'm not certified in it. And so this is just what I do for myself to fight the signs of aging, okay? I am going to be 43 this year, and you know, getting older, like none of us really want to get older, even though we have to, there's just no denying it. It's gonna happen. So what I have been doing is I've just been doing lots of treatments to my skin, and I've noticed huge difference with shrinking pores, breakouts, just with the fine lines and all of that as well. I do not get Botox. I don't do anything that I have to go see a surgeon for, anything like that. Like, this is just all natural on my face. You've got to excuse this little marking here. I was walking my dog and I did, not paying attention, ran into basically a tree, but not running into the tree. It was the branches that scratched my nose. So that's what's going on there. All right, but other than that, and it's healing well because yesterday it looked a lot worse. So that's what's going on there. But in my videos, you will see me doing chemical peels to my skin, micro needling. I do lots of facial masks, just things like that. So this evening, actually, I'm going to be micro needling, okay? And just to kind of run through what I use a Dr. pen that looks like this. Does not have a cartridge on there yet. I do have a brand new cartridge, which is very important when you're micro needling, especially using the pen, which is the way I actually prefer it, rather than those rollers that you get that you can find in the stores nowadays. This is very sanitary. It comes packaged. This is a 12 needle cartridge, okay? And that's what I'll be using this evening, all right? Also, I kind of create like a cocktail of serums, okay? It's very important to put serums on while you're microneedling because that really helps to get the serums deep down into the skin. Basically what microneedling does is it actually causes microneedling damage to the skin, believe it or not. Like you're literally like causing damage. And what happens though is that the collagen in the skin starts to react and starts to build it. And you know, anytime you have like, you know, anytime that you have damage, the skin's always gonna fight to recover it, okay? And that's what the collagen is. The collagen helps to just boost up in there, and that's where you get the better results with the fine lines, the wrinkles, the firmer skin, and all of that. Like, I'm a huge believer in microneedling. In fact, I prefer to microneedle more so than I do chemical peels, which I do that as well. But it's just a great tool to do as far as fighting the signs of aging, okay? So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing my cocktail, okay, before we even get started. So one of my serums that I use is the SBC EGF serum, okay? This serum is really great to help with scarring and help to recover the skin, okay? I only use this particular serum when I'm microneedling, okay? Because you are causing that damage, and this is just gonna help it to recover. So I like to do, be honest, I like to do like 2 full droppers of this into my bowl, okay? So I've got that going. The next thing I like to add is my Matrix 3000 plus vitamin C hyaluronic acid. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna add 2 dropperfuls of this, which actually this serum I use more so than just microneedling. Like I use this every single day, but I love mixing it in my cocktail when I'm doing this type of procedure because it really gets down deep into the layers of the skin, which obviously works better. Okay, and the next thing I have is an ampoule. I'm gonna shake it up. This particular ampoule, which is Bolin, it's the Ampoule Power Treatment Essence. And just to give you a little background on this particular ampoule, it helps with fine lines and wrinkles. It helps to protect the skin long term, as well as really hydrate and moisturize the skin. Okay, so one thing that I will tell you with microneedling, your skin will feel dry afterwards. So I just loved adding a little extra something. So I normally have an ampoule opener. I could not find it anywhere. So I'm going to actually try to open this with a towel. Hopefully I won't cut myself. Oh, there we go. I got it. Last time I did this on Facebook, I actually dropped the ampoule and it shattered all over my bathroom floor. And for days I kept stepping on little pieces of glass. Just not fun. But so I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna put it over here just in case it rolls off. I don't have to step on that, cause any accidents. Okay, so here's my little concoction here. I added all those serums. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix it up with my brush and we are good to go. All right, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm just gonna go ahead and put my cartridge on. Oh, these are just not exactly the easiest things to open. Here we go. All right, so I've got it here. Screw it down, make sure, you wanna make sure it's locked into place. And the way you can tell is just by trying to pull it apart, it stays locked. And then there's like a little cap on there. Obviously you need to remove the cap, which they always seem to be really on there good. There we go. Okay. So I don't know if you can see that, but you can see the needles sticking up. There are 12 needles there. Okay. So I need to finish preparing my face. So my face is very well cleansed, but what I'm gonna do is sweep some alcohol on my face to just get a better cleansing, just to make sure there's no residue left. I did not have any makeup on today, but I was out and about, so of course I had all of my sunscreen on my face, which is very important. If you microneedle, you do chemical peels, actually just regardless, you just always wanna make sure you have sunscreen on your face, period, okay? Because that's fighting the signs of aging. All right, so I'm gonna sweep that over. Just like so. Okay. Another thing that I always have handy is water. So when I microneedle, sometimes it gets a little dry on the face and you know, you've already added your serum. So just to kind of lube up those serums a little bit, I have my little spray bottle and that just kind of helps it all penetrate through the skin. Okay, so this particular microneedling device actually goes from a 0.0 all the way to a 3.0. So I've never done a 3.0. 3.0 is more medical terms, like getting really deep down into the layers of the skin. That's more surgical is basically what they call it. I don't do that level. I do more of a cosmetic to a medical level. So I really like to do, when I'm doing my face, I like to do about a 2.0. Oh, I need my glasses, I can't see this. Oh, here we go. Wait. Okay, here's a 2.0. But when I'm first starting out, like my skin kind of needs to get numb. Now you can numb your skin. They have stuff called numb skin and all this stuff. I don't numb my skin. I like to feel it. To me, if it's too much, then I like to back off. But you can numb your skin and do this type of procedure. But if you do numb, you just want to put the numbing cream on, wait for 20 minutes, and then go ahead and microneedle. And I've never done it, but I've heard you don't feel anything. So I guess that's great. But I guess I don't really mind pain, so I just go for it. So I am gonna work up to a 2.0. What I'm gonna do right now though is I'm gonna start out with a 1. I'm just gonna kind of open up my skin a little bit. And then I am going to move the dial up so that it penetrates even deeper. So I'm just rubbing on that cocktail serum. And it smells so good. I feel like it smells like oranges and flowers, and it smells really refreshing. I know it sounds weird, but it's true. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get it started here. So I always like to start at the forehead. And you may see some bleeding going on. That is normal. Actually, you know what? I think I need to break it down just a little bit. Ooh, I feel like it's been a little while. Okay, here we go. This is a little bit easier. I might even add a little water, just kind of slip that serum on. Okay. Gotta get this going here. Oops, what's it doing here? Okay, well that makes sense. Okay, so I gotta put it on the charger. I've never used it while it's on the charger, but apparently I have not charged it long enough, so we're gonna have to do it while it's plugged in, which is fine. I mean, that's kind of the purpose of this, is that you can use it while it's charging, or you can use it when it's fully charged. But I usually use it without, and when I'm done, I'm usually forgetting about charging it. So here we go. Okay. This is not working very well. Hold on here. What is going on? So you just never know what you see on these videos, right? Like, we think we have it all right, and then no, it's not gripping very well. Hold on. It's not moving. I might need to get a new cartridge, because I'm not sure if this one is actually I'm not seeing the needles move. Yeah, that's not right. Okay, so this has never happened before. All right, so you know what? I think I have a defected, oh, well, those needles are really out there. You see that? Yeah, you don't want to scrape that on your face. They're supposed to go in and out, and for some reason, this particular cartridge, oh, wait. Maybe, I think I figured it out. There we go. I don't know what was going on. All right, I gotta get some more water on this face. I think it's good now, but we're gonna find out. Okay. I knew something wasn't right because I could feel the needles scraping, which I still feel the needles scraping, but I can feel them going in and out, which is what I needed to feel. So just make sure your device is up and running properly. I mean, it looked like it was when I put the cartridge in, but see, you never know. So just make sure you pay attention to that when you're doing this type of thing. All right, so right now I am using, what am I doing right now? I am actually doing a little bit over a 1.5 actually. And I'm just gonna run this through. And I can definitely feel it. You can see a little bit of bleeding going on. That's normal. I'm not even worried about that at all. Like, not even a little bit, because, you know, sometimes you get blood and then once you're done with the procedure, you're good to go. Over my lip area here. In between those eyebrows. Okay, so right now I feel like my skin is self-numbing itself. Okay, so I'm actually ready to step it up. So like I said, I like to do a 2.0, which is what I'm doing. And now I just raised it to 2.0. I'm gonna add more serum concoction to my face. Just like so. I like to add a little spritz of water. Here we go. 2.0, which this is more of a medical grade level. Just like you get all around. Especially those like laugh lines that we get. A little bit out here where the crow's feet tend to go. I'm gonna do something a little bit later with the eyes, which you will see. I do microneedle that area too, but I take that at a different level. And I use a special serum for that, as well as my lips, guys. I do my lips as well. But I have something special that I use for that too. So right now it's just concentrating on the actual face. And I would normally go on my nose, but because I got scratched and stuff yesterday, or a couple days ago, I don't really want to go over that with the microneedling. I don't want to like open any scarring, or not scars, but like, you know, it's like healing. So I don't want to like open that up with all these needles. So do you see what's happening? So you see a little bit of redness, you see some blood, still working those serums into the layers of the skin. Right now I am causing trauma, I guess is what you can call it. I'm causing trauma to the face, which will help boost the collagen, elasticity. Just like so. And it's really not painful. I mean, you can definitely feel like you're doing something, and it's like annoying, but at the same time, it actually feels kind of good. So one of my biggest problems or areas that I find is just right here in between the brows. Like, I feel like that is where my lines are. So I like to just give that a little extra love. But hey, if I'm 43 and or gonna be 43 and that's the only area that I'm worried about, that's pretty good. Okay. So I'm done with the face so far. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to microneedle right around here, the eye area. So I have an actual anti-aging eye serum that has hyaluronic acid in it. This is made for the eye area. So I'm gonna go ahead and rub that on. I'm gonna close my eyes, spritz some water there. Now I've got to drop this down because you cannot do the same in the eye area as you do on the face. So I'm actually going to a 0.25. Okay, yeah, no. I can actually go higher than that. I'm going to go to a 0.05. Let's see how that feels. Yeah, this is about good. So I'm doing a 0.05 right now, and I'm getting right underneath the eye area. I'm being very careful not to get my eye. Just slowly working that eye serum in, just like I am right now. Just slowly and gently. The eye area is very delicate, so it's not like I have to spend much time on it. Just gently keep going. Feels really good. Okay. And then the last thing I like to do is my lips, actually on my lips. So I keep it about the same. I use a lip oil called Pure Lip Oil by NK. This particular lip oil has jojoba oil, argan oil, and vitamin E in it. And that's it. Like, it's super pure. I get a nice good coating. And usually that's enough. I don't even think I ever have to spray water on my lips, but we'll see here. Actually on my lips, as you can see. And this is with the same needle penetration as I did under my eyes. Oh, it feels so good. It really does. It feels really good. Okay. There you have it. Okay, so now I'm done with my micro needle. I take the little cartridge, put the cap on it. I've actually got one of those little disposal containers. I just drop it in there. Once it gets full, I dispose the whole entire thing. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. You can see some spotting, some bleeding going on. What I am going to do is just rinse my face with water. And I can feel the serums just kind of massaging into my skin right now. Like, it actually feels really good. Very slippery. There's no need to rewash my face. I've already done that. I'm just rinsing off. Just like so. And I have my towel. I'm just gonna pat my face dry. Very gently. Your skin is going to be sensitive after this type of procedure. So just take very well care of it. Just make sure you pat it dry as you should always pretty much pat your skin dry. You don't really want to pull the skin. Okay, what I like to do, sometimes I'll do a mask right afterwards, but since I still have some of my little concoction stuff here, I'm just gonna go ahead and do one more layer of this. Well, everything is still open. Oops, got my hair in there. Just gonna sweep it over. And, oh, got some hair there too. And I'm just gonna let this sit on my face. Like, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm just gonna allow it just to absorb naturally. Okay, just like so. I always like to take a little bit extra eye serum because I just worked that eye serum in. I've got little micro needling holes there, so I just want to go ahead and penetrate that back into the skin as well. And of course, you can't forget the lips. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more lip oil to my freshly micro needled lips. As you can see, oh, I've got stuff on my face. Okay. Dang, I got stuff everywhere. Okay, so that's just gonna sit on there as well. And that is it. I'm gonna let this dry for a while. I'm not gonna do anything else to my face as far as right now goes. Later on, I'll do a skincare regimen before bed, but other than that, this is what microneedling is. If you have any questions, please let me know. Other than that, thank you so much for joining, and I hope you all have a fabulous night. Bye.